Okay. Stung by a mammoth wasp. Extra rare. You know there's some yay people shit. I don't judge or discriminate. But we're gonna watch this shit. Here we go.
What just happened, Mark?
I just took the word.
See. He already screaming, hell no.
World's first ever sting from a mammoth wasp. I've caught and been stung by some of the rarest insects on the planet, putting my body on the line against venoms that are completely undocumented by science. But in the...
Why? Hold on, sorry, my bad.
hills of Borneo, my journey faithfully crossed paths with perhaps the rarest creature I've seen to date. It is a miracle we had our cameras ready to record this 1 in a million catch. What is that?
Whoa, what the fuck?
What is that? Holy...
Nah, how the fuck they know it's over there?
What is that? Holy...
Okay. Like they ain't already have that shit in the damn net.
Mother? That is a monster bee, guys. Oh my gosh. I think that's a mammoth wasp. It is aggressive.
That shit's huge
pinchers,
though. Nonetheless.
Bright yellow head, massive abdomen. This might be my worst sting test yet. I hope you guys are prepared for a big one, because what you're looking at there is the giant skulled wasp.
That is beyond wild. If I ever seen that shit outside, I'm going back inside. That shit is crazy.
Wasp, or more famously known as the mammoth wasp. Not only because of its massive size, but also because it is completely covered in hair, just like a woolly mammoth. Oh my goodness, and it is as intimidating of an insect as I have ever seen. This is bringing back memories of the tarantula hawk sting. I thought that was going to be the scariest wasp I would ever see. The mammoth wasp?
What?
Way worse. And let me show you why. I'm gonna zoom into that head. Enormous mandibles on a menacing yellow skull cap right on top of its head. Reminds me of a gigantic yellow jacket, or dare I say, the murder hornet. And who knows, maybe one day, the mammoth wasp will be known as the murder wasp. Now, there's not much known about this species. To say it is rare does not do it justice. The reason you've likely never heard about a mammoth wasp before is because they are almost never seen, even by scientists. I saw a blog post from a scientist who claimed to have been searching out in these environments every day for 3 years.
So how the fuck did they just magically find one? Right? Yeah, okay.
For 2 to 3 hours a day, and has only seen the species twice. Can you imagine? Over 1,000 days of searching. So the fact that we have caught one is amazing. And then of course the fact that we're gonna test the sting of this insect, this one is gonna go into the record books of Brave Wilderness, guys. I can already tell.
I got her a little something.
A little something, Dad?
Hold up. Walt rolled his 401k account into an Empower.
Not only is this going to be a super rare sting test, we're gonna have to do this one a little differently. So I'm not willing to take any risk with this one. We wanna be indoors while I do the sting test, just in case this wasp is able to pry its way out of the forceps while I have a hold. The chance to take a sting from this wasp and see what this is like is never gonna come around again. I fully expect the sting of this wasp to be excruciating because it is a parasitic wasp. Let me show you what this wasp is out there hunting.
Parasitic?
Besides nectar, which it does eat, it's hunting for these.
Dung
the
beetles?
Atlas beetle, or more specifically, the grub of the Atlas beetle. You see, when
that shit was in Bug's Life.
These wasps find an Atlas beetle grub, they will sting it, lay eggs in it, so it's a built-in meal for the baby wasp. But because they use their sting to paralyze supersized grubs, it's going to need to have a super paralyzing sting. And at this size, the amount of venom that sting is going to deliver, this will probably be the worst sting from a flying insect that I ever take. I'm gonna call it right now. I think this one's going to be off the charts on the BSI. Let's go inside, set up the sting table, and see what the mammoth wasp is really made of. let's go. We've got the team inside this room here. We built a STUNG studio here in the heart of Borneo. And as excited as I was showing you this mammoth wasp, now is the moment where every STUNG test, the reality sets in that I'm gonna have to go through something usually uncomfortable. In this case, I think excruciating.
STUNG studio is
Appropriate
crazy.
word. And there it is, right there. Here we go. We're locked in. Had we done this outside and the mammoth wasp were to escape, there is zero chance we would find another one. This is a one-shot deal. No matter what happens, the mammoth wasp is going on the bite sting index. What happens to me, that's what we're about to find out. Got forceps here, all right? Because there's no documentation as to the effects of this sting or the venom of this species. EpiPen. And then, of course, the live picture. This is a big one, guys. Had a lot of big stings over the years, but I don't think anything is quite as impressive as this mammoth wasp. If this is anything like the tarantula hawk, get ready for some fireworks. We're not going to take a sting on my right arm because it's pretty flared up right now after the carpenter bee sting. Oh, wow, yeah, wow. Oh, ah. Luckily, I got a good arm over here. Left arm, blank canvas for this sting. Now, everybody be aware, this wasp can easily escape. Be ready to react. Here we go. You guys ready? Gonna try to get it out. We're gonna see if we can do it without them. It senses that. Nope. Gonna need the net, please. To get this grab, I'm gonna put the wasp back in the net, stretch these out, try to get a good hold. This is a powerful wasp, so it's gonna take a lot of force. Oh!
GG.
Oh my gosh. I got it, don't worry,
Just
guys.
killed that motherfucker.
Oh my gosh. Talk about aggressive. Let's try to get it like further up in the net.
Oh!
This wasp is trying to dig, not going up like I expected. All right, come on, come on. Up, up, up. Up, up, up. Come on. Come on. Go up. Go up. Get in the net. Up, up, up. Good, good. Good. This is gonna be so bad. Okay. Here we go. Jesus. Oh my gosh.
Oh!
All right.
Get that
Time to
mother.
escape. This is why we're doing it inside.
That motherfucker would have been gone outside. That thing is big as shit.
Okay. Okay.
Shit make me itch.
Holy moly. My heart is going about 1,000 beats a minute right now. I am struggling to compose myself. It can literally scratch its own back with its stinger. There'd be no safe way to handle this wasp. Woo! Look at that. And how many of you watching right now would love to torture?
Wilderness on the plant and a search for a animal expert. Several days, but it takes super
Stinging.
spot.
But with the mammoth wasp on 3. 1, 2, 3. Ah! Ah! She's biting me. Ah! Ah! Stung multiple times. Ah! The bite hurts too. Ugh. Gosh. Ah! Yep. Yeah! Scrape me. All right, all right, all right. Ah! Ah! Oh! Ah! Okay.
Describe the pain mark.
Describe the pain, Mark.
It's building.
You about to die.
She stung me so many times. She was also biting me. See all those bite marks? All right, it's building. Letting the pain build. I got stung about maybe a dozen times. at least 8 times I could count. It just was hitting me again and again and again. And a long sting or two, blood's drawn. You can see it's starting to swell. You got like this rashy area, some kind of rashy things going on here. That might be from the biting. Those mandibles, I felt the most.
That motherfucker tired.
Gnawing into my skin. I'm definitely sweating profusely because the nerves are firing off, but in terms of pain, I definitely took a bunch of good stings. I left it on there as long as I could. I don't know, guys. I'm not out of the woods yet. The aftermath could very well be the worst part. The sting site is really bad. It's already cooked, guys. Look at that. So now we're gonna rate this sting on 3 factors. Like always, for the bite sting index: intimidation, pain, and aftermath. We're gonna give this sting 24 hours to develop. We're gonna keep the EpiPen on standby just in case I start to have an allergic reaction, but here is where the Mammoth Wasp from Borneo rates on the Brave Wilderness Bite Sting Index. Roll it. On intimidation, the Mammoth Wasp took things to a whole new level. Everything about this wasp is massive, including its stinger and its jaws. Plus, I was extra nervous because this is the first documented sting that we know of this species, so I had no idea what to expect. The Mammoth Wasp earns every bit of its intimidation score of a 9.8 out of 10. The pain was not quite as I expected. My nerves were on edge, so that rush of pain at the beginning was startling. It immediately jabbed me multiple times and dosed me with venom, which was a bright and red-hot kind of pain, but ultimately it did not build to the likes of the tarantula hawk. It also fell short to the giant black carpenter bee, which I had faced 24 hours earlier, so it was fresh on my mind. Oh, wow, yeah! The pain from the black bee was so explosive that it sent shockwaves all throughout my system, where the Mammoth Wasp just didn't quite get that bad. So overall, I give it a pain score of a 6.9 out of 10. Now for the aftermath, which was indeed much worse than the initial pain of the sting. Over the next 72 hours, the sting site swelled up into a tightly grouped sting mound, showing massive amounts of inflammation and even bruising. It caused a deep, throbbing ache that lasted for days, and it was almost like having a broken bone. As far as lasting effects go, the Mammoth Wasp delivered a sting that was on par to some of the meanest insect stings on the planet, earning it an aftermath score of an 8.8 out of 10. Altogether, the Mammoth Wasp ranks at an 8.5 out of 10 on the Brave Wilderness Bite Sting Index, climbing very high into the all-time rankings, but falling just short of the terrifying tarantula hawk.
No, thank you. Great video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you made it this far in the video, throw a 7 in there in the comments. Smooches.
We gon' leave here what we came with. Nintendo 64, we ain't switching on the same shit. Me and Pex on the track, sound like I'm speaking Spanglish. Set my jeans, and I promise ain't no Wranglers. 19 on me like I Georgia swap with Debo.